What is it like for you being in a male-dominated medical specialty? I think I've pulled numbers anywhere from 5% of residents are women in neurosurgery, and then overall, less than 14% of neurosurgeons are women. So what is that like?
It has been a trip. And honestly, in a lot of ways, it's been a lot of fun. In a lot of ways, it's been challenging. And, I think the thing that gets me through long ago when I told that story of when I was a med student and asked the question, can girls or women go into this field? I genuinely, naively asked that question, or maybe not naively. And
I don't think so.
Right. And, all is what you see around you. And if you don't see one other female face in that crowd, you doubt yourself. Not having any real idea of what the expectation should be of me helped me to explore what I was really passionate about. I also am the type of personality that doesn't take no easily for an answer. If I set my mind to something, it's usually going to get done. And having great mentors along the way too, mostly male mentors, but you find not every mentor is a conventional mentor. So you find someone who does a great job, for example, at leadership or at technical aspect of surgery or bedside manner, talking to patients, because often a surgeon might not be good at all of those things, or mom, right? So now I'm a mom to an 8 and 6-year-old daughters. I feel so lucky. I had kids a little bit later in life. There's no formula for how to do all this stuff perfectly. You can never do it perfectly. And it's an adventure every day, figuring it out. So you have to find your mentors yourself. As far as what's it like having been or still being a woman without that many female peers around me, I've gotten used to it. I would say when I first entered residency, I was the only woman there in the training program. I was the only woman, even with the attendings there. I think some of the faculty didn't realize they had hired a woman. And so that was funny. I think one faculty member said, "Oh, I thought you were Michael Smith." And nope, here I am I'm yours for the next 7 years. And one person I think said, "Oh, are you one of those ENT residents rotating through?" Again, I would just have a smile on my face and no, I might have something to prove along the way. But for the most part, our chairman at the time and our program director, and overwhelmingly most of the faculty, very supportive, would go out of their way to make sure that I'm feeling as comfortable as I can, that I'm being supported, and treated no differently. One of the most important things that has helped me get through is my own personal mantra of, I don't want to be a woman in neurosurgery. I want to be an exceptional neurosurgeon, period. So the things you do for that are a little bit gender blind, but you have to be gender aware. You have to be not naive to maybe there's something going on that I'm missing here. Maybe it has something to do with being a woman, even on a subconscious level, modes of communication.
Right.
So it's important to be aware of that.
Yeah, no, I definitely can agree with that approach. I spent 15 years in finance before running the B Foundation. So I know the numbers were definitely not, in the 5 and 10%, but it was always a male dominated field. Is there a message that you would give to your younger self?
As a young woman growing up at a time where our generation, almost, I hate to use the term, but I'll use it, a women's lib generation, right? So being brought up to say, as a woman, you can do anything, you can do everything, you can do anything, you can do anything a man can do and do it better, all these things, phrases that people say. Right. It's very inspiring. At the same time, you need to temper that. You can do everything you want, probably not at the same time, right? Yes. So if you want to be the best neurosurgeon you can be, you may fall short on the wife end for that chunk of time where you're training, right? And where you're so all in, intensely into the training aspect. But when you're out, you may then dedicate more of your time. There's only 24 hours in a day, to being wife, mom, or to being a philanthropist, or to being a teacher, and all those things. You can't do everything well at once. And if you try to do everything at once, you're going to fail at most of those things. So you really have to prioritize and pick and choose.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of value in understanding which season of your life you're in and focusing on that. Michelle, thank you for your time. It's always inspiring to talk with leaders in neurosurgery in the field. And we're really excited at the B Foundation to be working more with Mainline and Jefferson and the broader team. So we just really look forward to collaborating further.
We're really, really excited to be partnering with you guys too. And, it's only in the recent past that I found out the B Foundation. I've known about it for a long time and as a very strong national organization.